Howdy, Hazard from House Reviews this year, and well, let's get on with Cave Christmas. Yeah, Cave Christmas. Want to know what I mean? Cave Christmas? Well, you can guess with the title. Super Mario World, the night before Cave Christmas. Yeah, I'm doing this. It's strange that I'm reviewing this episode when I haven't actually reviewed the entire series, but yeah, I've seen the Super Mario World cartoon. And there is some, and well, I don't find it as good as, say, the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3. There is some charm. There is some charm of it, and there are a few episodes that do obviously stand out. But um, I wouldn't say it's. I don't really find it as good of a show as 3. Whether or not I think it's better than the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, I don't know. It's not as iconic or something like that. But we're reviewing the Christmas episode. Yeah. And, well, I'm not sure if people think of this as a good episode. In fact, most people, when they think of the show now, they only really bring up the Mama Luigi thing episode, just because, well, it's the most iconic and it's the most memed, but I'm bringing up the Christmas episode. I'm reviewing that. So, the plot is Mario and Luigi and the princess bring Christmas to the cave people. Because they're, getting tired of the cave people, that includes also Yoshi, always fighting over everything. So Mario decides to bring Christmas to the cave people to make everyone nice. Of course, it's also the middle of summer, so they're actually doing a Christmas in July, I guess. Of course, when King Koopa hears about this, he decides to steal the presents and throw himself and his Koopa kids. A young boy named cave kid named Uta, who is a central character in the show. I'll talk about more of him later. Finds out what's going on after he's not necessarily been a good kid in general. So he sneaks off to steal the presents back, and Mario has to go and rescue him and get the presents himself. Um, let's. I mean, he's not necessarily. Wasn't it? This is the only thing he was ever really in, and he can be. He talks in the he talks third person, so all right. But I forget if I don't really think any other cave people did that. In fact, most the cave people I can think of mostly talked in their own language in some episodes. But he talks straight English, and in the third person, and yeah, he can be really annoying for some people. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't find him too annoying, but I those who did get annoyed by him, yeah, I mean, say all of that many people. I wouldn't say the new voice actors they got for the new characters in the world were perfect. Like Yoshi's actor, um, I guess I'm not really. Yoshi's actor can be hit and miss, and Yoshi talks in third person and that. But anyway, yeah. So that's one thing. It's obviously a problem. I wanted more out of the Cooper kids in this episode. I just feel like if King Cooper's the only four of them, maybe they could have appeared more, not just Bully Cooper, aka Roy Cooper in the games. Um, showing up in the beginning when King Koopa's creating his plan to steal Christmas, and I don't, Luigi and the princess disappear after the first half, but yeah, I would have liked more of it. I don't know. I just feel like they could have appeared a bit at the end. Um, if I even end, I still think the ending's okay. Still like the ending in general. And there's a lot of obvious problems with the animation, right? Look, television animation for the deep cartoons was never perfect. But the World Series was always looked very rubbery and stretched out, and even saturated at times. And certain characters just, they had their designs changed for World. It didn't really work. Like some of the Koopaling's designs in the show were never really perfect, and I don't know. The princess always looked more like a China doll in the World Series than she did in the other shows, D cartoons. I just, eh. And as I said, in certain characters, they look so saturated with the paint, with the colors and all that. Um, even the opening of the show was outsourced to another company, which happened a lot in that time. But yeah, yeah, as I said, it just there is, and even then, there's obviously some glitches here and there. There's some, or the lips sometimes don't match the dialogue. It just there are some obvious issues, but and obviously the facial expressions of the side of the characters in the backgrounds never change. Like there's a lot of things to laugh about the animation of the world of Super Mario World. Just saying. But yeah, what I will give credit to, and I'm going to say this, I give credit, of course, to the simplicity of the premise. I'm okay. I always love hearing the sound effects from the games and show up in in the shows. I mean, it's always good hearing you know the Super Nintendo sounds in this TV series. I always like that as a bit of charm for the shows. They always emulate the sounds from the games. I love the reason as to why they introduced Christmas. I'm okay with that. And the voice acting, of course. Well, as I said, it's not. The lips don't match the dialogue at times. I always like the voice actors for the D cartoons, especially especially the ones from the Adventure Snow. I always liked those actors. I mean, I never I wouldn't say they're what I merely think of Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and all that, but they always had this charm to them, and I never hated them. I always liked what they did. It just, yes, like Mario and Luigi sound like the traditional Brooklyn Knights. Everyone expected them to be till first heard Charles Martinet's iconic uh, perform performance for the first time, and which is now being taken over by Kevin Garney after from the beginning of Wonder. I will. I always have a soft spot for the original thoughts of what Mario was like, and yeah, and Luigi too. I always found that good to hear. Uh, well, I do have Yoshi's actor. I he again, Yoshi's voice is not. It can be annoying, but here's the thing: I always found I liked this actor's performance as Yoshi more than when he would later voice Diddy Kong in the CGI Donkey Kong Country series. Oh, jeez. That's a show for another day. Oh boy. Oh gosh. I haven't watched that show and I've seen anything from that show in a long time. But yeah, and King Cooper's act is always a pleasure for me. But in general, this sounds like I should be a bit more critical of this, but I don't care. I still like this episode. I think there's personal bias for me of this, but I don't care. I enjoy this episode. I enjoy a lot of World. Yeah, some episodes I think are I never really, as I said, I always will prefer the Adventure Super Mario Bros. 3 more of the deep cartoons, but there's always some charm to certain episodes of World, and the Nightfall Cave Christmas stands out in particular for me as one of my favorites. I give it a 7 out of 10 hat stars. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. Whether or not other people do who watch the show, it's up to them. But I'm giving you telling you what I think, and I enjoyed this show. I enjoyed this episode. Coming up for my next video for Christmas, and which will be definitely my last for the year. Again, this is something that I've been wanting to get to for a very long time, and we are going, and as I said, and I'm going to stick with dinosaurs. And this one I think will be more obvious. If I'm going this time, we're actually going towards ending off with the Modern Stone family. You're just going to have to wait and see which one I'm reviewing. But in the meantime, House of Fantasy Views is out. And to finish off, I'll end off with a little snippet from the end of the show. Always love the, yeah. So, see you for my next review, and ciao.
Santa new leaf present for Mario. Uktar play Santa.
Uktar!
Merry Cave Christmas, Mario dude.
Wouldn't it be nice if every day were Christmas?